Poor 1-0 defeat in the end tonight. What's your thoughts after that 90 minutes?
I think as a team we weren't as good on the ball as I would like. I thought out of possession the lads worked really hard, reduced Ipswich to very few chances. I don't think our keeper made more than 2 saves possibly. Well, apart from the penalty save, which wasn't. But yeah, I thought out of possession worked really hard. I just didn't think we had our cutting edge. I just don't think we were as good on the ball. And there was loads of times where I thought we broke and we thought, here we go, we'll get in. And there was always a pass that was, I don't know, underhit or misdirected. So that was a disappointment. I can't knock the lads' efforts and desire to win. I just didn't think we had enough. And I appreciate the last 10 minutes was pure football anarchy, but it sort of is when you're 1-0 down. And obviously with the injuries to Curtis and Tom, didn't really help out. But yeah, all in all, that I'm pleased with the efforts, and we've come here to a team that it took a couple of summers to build, and we're not a million miles off. That's probably the best way to put it. And I think if we played at our best tonight, I'm biased, but maybe even better.
I suppose games like this are settled by fine margins. Sometimes it's a spectacular goal, and then tonight, unfortunately, it was just that undercut back pass from Curtis, who's been magnificent for this club throughout. So it's not someone that we're going to knock.
Yeah, I'm not criticising my captain, and in fairness to him, he's the first one to stick his hand up. So look, mistakes happen in football all the time, but we should still, away from home against anyone, make their keeper make more saves than we did. I think we made him make 0. So we didn't have enough goal threat. That's the thing. And like like I said, in games you've got to concede goals, but you've got to back yourselves to score 2 or 3. But tonight we didn't give ourselves that opportunity really. So that's what's disappointing. On the positives, I thought Corey Smith was outstanding. He's probably the best player on the pitch, and he kept the ball for us really well. I think he was probably our best player for ball retention. So that's sort of my take on it.
In terms of not creating as many chances as you would like, is that maybe not just taking care in the final third? Is that maybe needing a little bit more belief, or is it something that you'll probably need to watch the game back and you get a clearer sort of idea of what the answer to that is?
I need to watch it back. I think, look, we're not playing against like 11 people who lay down. They do everything they can to stop you. They, put pressure on you. They put tackles. There's physical contact. So sometimes you're just down to the opposition making it really tough for you. But there were times when they weren't making it tough, and we were. First half we had a few things in the corner that we were just like over complicating for no reason. So they're the things I think. Like, when you get in the final third, and you should make the defenders defend. And I don't think we made them defend enough. We just didn't ask enough questions in the final third. And that isn't it is a criticism obviously, but every player is involved in that. It's not just like one individual. Everyone. It's just like a mindset thing. I just think we need to be. A bit more ruthless with our decisions in the final third.
I appreciate you've only just come out of the dressing room. So Curtis Davis and Tom Barkhausen, how are they? I mean, probably too early to tell.
Yeah, well, I didn't notice anything was wrong with Tom. I just got told off a player that Tom's struggling, and absolutely sod's law. As soon as you want to make the sub, he then runs like the length of the pitch. So that isn't good. So I think he's at least tweaked his hammy. So that we'll have to wait for the assessment. But that my common sense brain tells me that's not great. And obviously Curtis was struggling as well. And we'd already made all our subs. We tried to do everything we could to change the outcome of the game. So it doesn't look great on either of them for Tuesday night at least. Probably Tuesday, Saturday, and that is best case, I would think. So it will be next man up as always.
Last one on the injuries, because I don't want to keep going on about it. Jason Knight, how's he?
Well, he's obviously in the Papa John's game he took a challenge that damaged his ankle and his knee, so he's in a pot for a couple of weeks before he can restart training. So I would expect best case for Knight he would be a month. So we're a bit plagued at the moment. So but you can't feel sorry for yourself. It's just like gives other people other opportunities, and sometimes careers are made on that. So we'll pick the lads up and prepare them for Tuesday.
2 home games now before we, I think you mentioned on Radio Derby, back on the Winnebago for the next month. So big opportunity to get some points on the board against 2 very good sides as well, Exeter and Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, very good sides who'll make it very difficult for us. I haven't watched much of Bristol Rovers yet. I've focused on Ipswich in the Exeter game, but yeah, there'll be really tough games, as they always are, and every game is tough. Like, you know, we came here wanting to win points. We didn't come up here to sit behind the ball. But yeah, the next two, I mean, that's the joy of football, isn't it? You always get the opportunity 3 or 4 days later. So, you know, people leave here tonight hugely disappointed, and then you get the opportunity to make them feel amazing again Tuesday night. And if you don't take it, you have another chance on the Saturday. And that's how football is. But, you know, and with all sincerity, I'd like to thank the fans for clapping the team off. That is some effort. It's a long way to come on a Friday night, and like 95% of them stayed to clap them off. So thank you very much on behalf of the team, because it does mean a lot.
Lovely. Appreciate your time. Safe trip back.
Thank you. Thanks, mate. Thanks.